The difference between rich people and poor people is not as complicated as you may think. This might sound very cliche, but the only difference between rich people and poor people is how they think. Mindset is everything. Rich people think in terms of both and poor people think in terms of either or. Either I can have this or I can have that. A scarcity mindset is going to constantly tell you that you have to make a choice. I can either have peace or I can either have success. I can either travel and take trips or I can either have wealth. I can either have a great career or I can either have a great family. Poor people operate from a scarcity mindset so much to the point where they have conditioned themselves to think they're only worthy of one option. They don't have choices. They don't think they're worthy of having choices. It's either this or it's either that. Instead of asking the question of which one can I have, rich people program themselves to ask the question of how can I create a life where I can have both, or how can I create a life where I can have multiple different options? That's a completely different way of thinking. It's not about being delusional or ignoring reality, but rich people understand there are way more possibilities than what scarcity is presenting to them. And having a rich mindset sometimes is going to take more creativity, more discipline, more effort, more patience. But that doesn't mean having options is impossible for you. Your mindset is going to determine the questions you ask. More than likely, if you have a poor mindset, you're not going to ask many questions because you believe the only answers that are available to you are the answers that you're seeing right in front of your face. Now, if you do have a rich mindset, you're going to be more willing to ask questions. And those questions that you're willing to ask are going to determine the possibilities that you'll be able to explore. In order to come out of poverty and actually come into riches when it comes to money, opportunities, and abundance, you just have to be willing to adopt the right mindset so you can have the opportunity to explore the different options that are always available to you.